DA.
Well, Kevin, and
Thanks, David. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Nets, we've got Durant. Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the 3. Harden the pass to Harris. And that one is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now, here is Harden. Durant with a wide-open look. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Outside Holiday. Giannis inside. KD's on him. Antetokounmpo, no good. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. And Harden wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Now here is Holiday. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Brown. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And just miss after miss right now.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Brown kicks to Harris. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Lopez. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here's Brown following the basket by Giannis. Jordan the pass to KD. Back to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
Holiday against Harden. Count it. Here is Harden. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now here's Lopez. And stolen by Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, DJ is his very best. Leave no doubt with that dunk. Go ahead, Mr. Jordan.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 6. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Outside, KD. Shot from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. KD's got his second bucket of the night. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. For the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Bucks also with the sub. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Passes to Claxton. Back to Irving. Hands the 12-footer.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the inside. Griffin with the steal. Here's Irving. Outside Griffin. Back to Irving. Pass to Griffin. The dish to Green. Shot clock at 6. Griffin down low. Over Holiday. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets out in front. They lead by 8. Live from Brooklyn, New York. You're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Brown. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Teague, and that one good.
That is Jeff Teague just using his speed to go right by the defender. I'll tell you, turn around, he's gone.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy. Boy, Kyrie Irving becoming a better and better defender over time. Nice block right there. Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And here is Teague following Jeff Green's 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets leading by 13. Irving passes to Brown. Back to Irving. The 3. The shot off that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. There's the lob to Portis. He doesn't hit that one.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Portis following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Great open look there. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter. Now the passion in New York is a pro sports city. Greg is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Giannis inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez comes in for Bobby Portis, and it's Drew Holiday in for Chris Middleton. Now here's Harden. Here's Durant. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. They led by as many as 18 points.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
1:10 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Holiday. Some solid defense from Harris. Nets leading by 17. The three from Harden. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Durant. The pass to Luwawu. Back to KD. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Harden dishes to KD. From 18 feet away, they get the rebound.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets riding. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. You could see the daggers in their eye. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Pass to Durant. Lots of room. And it falls over the rim and in. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range because that is money in the bank.
Harden against Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. That's tipped. Here's Giannis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Durant. Harden outside. Back to Durant. From the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Giannis drives in. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Yep, it counts.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Green. He has 5 outside Griffin. They kick it out to Green. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Basket counts. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. The Bucks also with the sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Luwawu. From the right block, the shot is good. Luwawu's got his first 2 points of the night. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Griffin with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And the Nets lead by 16.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Irving. Again, the Nets for 2.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
DiVincenzo with it. Goes up on the wing and misses it off the right side of the rim. 1 second left. The shot, no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets lead by 16. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Durant on out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
And on the way from Irving for 3. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Tucker. And the 3 off target. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. They led by as many as 18 points. Right side Irving. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. The tray. Nailed from three-point land. And the Nets lead by 17.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Teague against Irving. There's the lob into Kumbo. That shot off the mark.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Irving can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that's going to be a treble.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Now here's Harden. Brown outside. Back to Harden. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis left side. That one misses. Great D that time from Jordan. From outside the arc. Harden can't hit.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now here's Jordan. Harris passes to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. That one goes. Count it. And the Nets lead by 17.
Boy, do not fall asleep on Kevin Durant. Catch and shoot, forget about it.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Harden surveying the D. Durant for 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. KD's got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is Harden. The 3. The rebound by Middleton.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
It's Jordan on the wing. Pass to KD. Shot from the wing. He can't get that one, so Milwaukee will take it the other way.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Nets.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easily.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
The 3 from KD. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Giannis. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Giannis has got 36.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And here's Harden. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Garden.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Brown. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George in at the 2 guard. And Durant gets it to go. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Harden the pass to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
George looking over the floor. And that one drops for him.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Harris. Paul George making his last shot. Jordan finds Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Brown against Beverly. And here's George for 3. Cousins, the pass to Beverly. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harris's shot is off.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Here is Harden. To the middle. Here's Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
That's some big boy stuff from DJ. He likes the chance to finish through contact.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And finished off by KD.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. To the paint. Morris kicks to George. Clock at 6. Jordan with the rebound. Nets leading by 4. KD with it. Guarded now by Morris. He gets that one. 6 points for KD.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
And that one's good. Beverly.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Here's Harden. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Beverly, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
You know, Patrick Beverly is going to come at you every night, just an inspiring player that way, and daring the defense to get physical with him on that play.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Clippers trail by 6. Now Beverly. Throws it up high. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Batum. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Outside, Batum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is...
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the 4. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Clippers trail by 7. Passes it to Kennard. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Oh, Griffin in position, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce, a dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. Irving finds Griffin. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin. And it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
5 on the clock. Here's Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And a wide open look for Irving. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And George, here we go. Rebound, Brooklyn. Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. For Brooklyn, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game and so hard to guard without fouling.
George double teamed. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Jackson passes to Leonard. And Griffin sends it back.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
1:31 left in the second quarter. Irving against Morris. No good from Irving.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard. And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
So, for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. And it's Luke Kennard in for Morris. Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. And the pass to Harden. Down low. Jordan kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Jordan inside, defended by Beverly. A nice shot by Jordan.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Leonard. And the shot goes in.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Harden the pass to KD. Over Beverly. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, what's your view?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
We've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Brown the pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harden. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to man. Kennard for 3. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. At one point, they led by 16.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Clippers trail by 13. Morris finds George. Great pass to set up the lay-in. George has got 8 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Irving passes to Durant. To the inside. Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Ring shot on the way. Rebound, Brooklyn.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Inside. And Cousins gets it to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Irving with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Beverly, the pass to Cousins. The shot, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, easy call.
The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. So he gets them both. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 14. Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Claxton. Here's Shamet. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Nets lead by 16.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes to Mann. Now Kennard. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Good on the three-point shot.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson misses. Nets leading by 17.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And here's Harden. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets feeling good about their... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Nets shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Green. Landry Shamet is out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Down low. Shot clock at 6. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. To the middle. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Now here's Rondo. Outside Jackson. Back to Rondo. Shoots the three. The shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Claxton the pass to Griffin. Oh, Griffin in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
It has been nice to see Blake Griffin answer some early criticism and score from anywhere on the floor. That jumper is looking wet.
Now Cousins. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Top of the key jumper, no good. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It's underrated, but Rondo possesses terrific strength. Even when you get the contact, he has a way of being able to create and finish shots.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. Harden with it. He's picked up by Rondo. From deep three-point range, Harden, no good. Clippers trail by 21. Rondo dishes to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Right side, Irving. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The drive by KD. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers trail by 17. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And Jordan gets it to go.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jordan.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight, it's going to come in a win.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
The Nets making a switch here. Johnson, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for James Harden. And it's Johnson in for Irving. Here's Shamet trying to get open as Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Shamet kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. Johnson, the pass to Luwawu. Fires from deep. Johnson's shot is off. Beverly with the ball. Sweet little floater.
Beverly showing off a little bit of a teardrop. Didn't know he had that.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Beverly in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
And George kicks to Leonard. To the inside, it's Solomon to Kumbo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Launches it. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Los Angeles now.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Well, I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now here is Holiday. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now Cousins. Beverly dishes to Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morris passes to George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And that one drops.
And this is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Holiday against Rondo. To the inside. And Giannis throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Los Angeles. Mann's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Teague feeling it out a bit. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Now here's Jackson. The dish now to Batum. Great D that time from Portis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Forbes can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 4. Passes it to Kennard. Now here's Portis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Zubac. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Portis. Basket good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We'll return shortly. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate.
You know, this game, you know, it's a physical game, obviously, but, you know, a lot of it is mental. So, you know.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Jackson. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's man in at the 2. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, George so long in all limbs, arms and legs, and He covers a lot of space in short bursts of time because of it.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 now.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Middleton against Leonard. Pass to Cousins. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
George against DiVincenzo. Outside for George. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Bucks.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Back to George. Beyond the arc. Los Angeles with another miss. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Giannis. It's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside Leonard. 1:33 left here in the second, and he banks in the layup.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Pulls it from the elbow. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
From deep, George. That one doesn't drop. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys. And
oh, what a dunk!
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Leonard finds George. Cousins inside. Lopez is there. Cousins with the bucket.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Bucks leading by 8. Here's Holiday. He has 6. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Bucks passing it around. It's stolen by Morris. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one is on Holiday. The Clippers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Teague against Jackson. And Teague, here we go. And Portis throws it down.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do. Setting up his guys nicely.
From deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday, takes the 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. Outside, George. Little over a minute gone here in the second half.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Middleton against George. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Cousins. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Clippers trail by 8. Here's George. Softly drops in the floater. George has got 8 points.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Holiday looking for an opening. Chalk up 2 there.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Tipped away. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. Holiday against Beverly. 6 to shoot. Over Holiday. And it's Beverly missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Forbes the pass to Tucker. Here's Portis. Shoots over Zubac. No good off the back of the rim. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bucks leading by 6. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Forbes can't get it to go.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Rebound, Milwaukee. One-on-one fast break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Elbow. 2. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in. Pass to Zubats. Back to Jackson. 1:09 left to play here in the third. Great D that time from T. Bucks leading by 6. There's the lob to Portis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Jackson looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Man. Got a piece of it.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
27 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jackson passes to Kennard. He dishes it to Batum. A floater, and he makes that one. Batum's got his first 2 points.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got DeMarcus Cousins, Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Man in at the 3. Here's Leonard, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Leonard's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. Middleton up top. Everly with the ball. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Pass to Cousins. Leonard, the bounce pass. Here's George. And good that time.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
Inside. Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
From deep, George. The rebound by Holiday. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Giannis. Offensive rebound. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. To the middle, here's Lopez. Puts the move on. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
The big fella, Lopez, able to weather the hit and make it happen.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
And really all game long, they've been able to excel with their post game, just dominating on the low block.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close range points. You got to have those.
Morris with the bucket.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Holiday against Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Nice pass right there. And the 7-footer Lopez getting off the floor to punch it down.
Middleton against George. Morris kicks to Leonard. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Leonard.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Holiday against Beverly. Leonard with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
And he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
It's tipped. Beverly finds Leonard. Beyond the arc. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 7. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. .110 left in the fourth. Now Holiday, 6 on the shot clock. He is hauled in by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Morris throws it down.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires it up. No good that time. Empty that time from Leonard.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And it's George missing. Here's Milwaukee now. They've led by as much as 10. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Holiday against Beverly. With the teardrop, got it.
And Beverly is a tricky player. I mean, somebody who has so many different shots to choose from.
So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. It was. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Coming right up. Welcome to 2K Sports for another. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
So the next starting five. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here is Holiday. Stolen by Harden. Durant dishes to Harden. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. No good from Durant.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Holiday. Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden outside. Passes to Durant. Down low, Jordan. The rebound by the Bucks. And they're moving it up. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. Now here's Durant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter. So hard to guard him.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The pass to Brown. He feeds it to Griffin. No good. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Holiday. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Bruce Brown.
Boy, Irving decisive on that drive. Gets the foul because of the intensity, taking it to the rack.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Both free throws good for Irving.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Portis. Here's Nora. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. Nice shot by Portis.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Luwawu. Back to Irving. Shoots off the step back. And the shot is long.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. More off. That's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Irving with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got 5 now.
Well, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked.
For me personally, I just want.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
DiVincenzo. Brooklyn with the rebound. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. In the corner, it's Harris. To the middle, here's Claxton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Claxton's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for PJ Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now Green, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. The Nets working the ball around now. Middleton on the wing. Back to Giannis. Nice move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Irving passes to Luau. Back to Irving. There's the feed to Griffin. And the shot goes down. Griffin's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Luau. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Irving for three. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Holiday looking over the floor. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 6. Pass to Brown. Harden outside. To the paint. Stolen by Holiday. And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. The Bucks have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Outside Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Now here's Harden. Passes it to KD. He dishes it to Jordan. Over Holiday. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from KD. And the Nets lead by 7.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Sweet move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Giannis has got 8 here in the quarter.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Brooklyn, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Brown in at the 2 guard. And here's Holiday after the three-pointer from KD.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And here's Harden. He has 6. And there's the pass to KD. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's Durant missing.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Nets leading by 8. Harden with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Brown the pass to Harris. Lets it go from the wing. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 5.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Harden kicks to Durant. Over onto Antetokounmpo. KD with the bucket. KD's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
On the wing, Holiday, guarded by Harden.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Harden the pass to Durant. And Brown now atop the key. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as much as 10. Brown outside. He kicks to Jordan. Dishes it to Durant. Back to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, this is often how DeAndre Jordan gets his points in a set offense, off the roll.
Holiday with it. 7 points in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Durant sends it back. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Brown. Nets leading by 8. The wide open look for Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton on the wing. A 3-ball. Antetokounmpo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Durant, the pass to Brown. Back to Durant. 54 seconds left to play in the third. Good work there as it goes.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Holiday. A floater. Stolen by Harden and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. Nice shot by Portis.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
Now Irving. He's got 8. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Claxton. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. No good on the 3. Over to the left wing. Forbes the pass to Portis. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Forbes dishes to Middleton. Fires the 3. With the putback. The rebound by Jeff Green. Nets leading by 8. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Griffin. From the arc. Rebounded by Tucker. The Bucks shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Forbes, the pass to Middleton. Passes it to Connaughton. Back to Middleton. A steal. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Luwawu, the pass to Green. Here's Luwawu. Outside Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Irving finds Griffin. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's Connaughton.
You got it. Come on.
The pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Second chance shot. Nice shot by Portis.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Irving finds Harden. The putback, rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Tucker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Holiday against Harden. On the wing, Irving. Inside. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Outside Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Harden gets to Irving. Back to Harden. It's good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Holiday up top, guarded by Harden. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Harden against Holiday. Harden kicks to Irving. Wide open. Good!
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. To tie it up. He's off from three. Now, here is Harden. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the five for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric.
Oh!
Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
George against Brown, and George with the stuff.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. KD dishes to Harden. Here's Jordan. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Pass to Leonard. The shot from 20 feet away. And he hits the jump shot.
Just keeps racking up the accolades. Kawhi's been an all-NBA first-teamer, a finals MVP. You'd think he'd smile more.
And, guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
George with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Jackson kicks to Morris. Here's the teardrop, and it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 6-point game. Brown the pass to Harris. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Bobbed up there for KD. Brown finds KD. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Durant's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Leonard. The feed to George. Some solid defense from Harris.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
There's the pass to Durant. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Left side, Leonard. Stolen by Harden. Fires the 3. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
Brown outside. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Harris's shot is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 9. And George kicks to Leonard. And that one is good. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
That time he kept it himself. Leonard playing a chess game on the pick and roll.
Brown outside. Jackson against Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Nobody near George. Drills the 3-pointer.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Harden dishes to Durant. Over Morris. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
We've got Green. Irving is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Griffin against Cousins.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Irving against Rondo. Irving passes to Claxton. The shot's good. Claxton's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Nets.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
And here's Rondo. No points in the game yet for him. And stolen by Irving. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. The three-pointer, no good. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I mean, on those alley-oop plays from Blake Griffin, you can't give him room to take off.
Outside Rondo. Cousins. No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Rondo against Irving. Passes it to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know what's changed in Griffin over the years? He's become a technician, no longer reliant on just his athleticism.
So for the Nets, Brown is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Harden in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Man's checked in. Beverly looking around. He feeds it to Batum. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Green. Irving passes to Griffin. Nets passing it around. And on the way from Irving for 3. 5 to shoot. Takes it from 10. Jump shot is good. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Cousins. Now here's Kennard. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Irving against Kennard. The 3. And it's Irving missing. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Mann. And he uses the glass on the layup. Mann's got his first bucket in this one.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Oh, Griffin in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. They get it again. Cousins. The three. Kennard's shot is off.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Irving. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. In the corner, it's Harris. His three-pointers off the mark. 3-on-3. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Harden. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a fourth. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you feel? That's all for now. Say good.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And there's Jackson. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Harden against Jackson. Durant wide open. He fires. Off target with his three.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Pass to Durant. This one for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morris passes to Jackson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Harris against George. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. George has got 7 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for Brown.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Harden against Rondo. Durant just inside the line. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Harden outside. Back to Durant. Pocket 2.
And he really seems to just have lost his touch at halftime.
And that one hits back iron.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. Morris, no good. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Rondo, bounce pass. Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
The 3 from George. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. KD, he's open. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And here's Morris for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Morris has got 5 now.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
KD passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
In the corner, George with it. There's the triple. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Took him no time at all on that one. And it's a 10-point Nets lead.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
Rondo passes to Zubac. From deep, George. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've led by as many as 14 points.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard, and it's sent back by KD. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Luwawu is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Nets.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Everly with the ball. Here's Kennard. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got 12 points in just the second half.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
Here's Luwawu. Irving passes to Claxton. Here's Luwawu, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Hits the 3-point bomb.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his 3-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Banked in off the glass.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Beverly, the pass to Mann. It's hauled in by Claxton.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Llewellyn. Back to Irving. Over Kennard. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Irving's got 4 this quarter. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this area at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Fires for 3 from 20 feet out. Here's Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told them, this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And that one misses.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer. Already a 6-footer in middle school.
And here's Leonard from 3. And the Clippers miss again. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Irving passes to Jordan. To the inside. A shot that time, not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Strength, body control, and focus. Kawhi showing it all right there.
1:03 left in the game. Morris against KD. The pass to Irving. Baseline J on the way. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Yes, that goes in. And the Nets lead by 8.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they tighten up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out. Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Back to Durant. For 3, Harris. They get the rebound.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what, it's a joy to watch. There's more to his game than threes and dunks.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Jackson's got the ball. From deep, George. The putback, it drops.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Los Angeles Well, the weekend has officially begun. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at small forward. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Outside Holiday. Lays it up off the glass. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
That one falls.
Got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo over Jackson. Second shot opportunity. The kick out to Lopez. Leonard against Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And the scoring versatility of Morris, one of his best attributes, able to beat you in a number of ways.
Now here's Middleton. Kicks it out to Giannis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. Good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Giannis. Holiday dishes to Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already. Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Count that one.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Zubac following the basket by Giannis. Leonard finds Zubac. Back to Leonard. Shot on the wing. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Now the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
Passes it to Giannis. Shoots it. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, George kicks it to Leonard. Back to George. Leonard inside, defended by DiVincenzo. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Middleton. That one a little long. Pass to Leonard. 56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday with it. Middleton looking it over. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He can be in the roll. There's a lot of options from the big man.
And there's the feed to Morris. Takes a shot at the elbow. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. George, the putback is no good. Got it off in time. No good, shot missing. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Right back after this. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis had this to say.
I know if I put the work in, maybe 10 years from now I can be the same sentence. But I got to put the work in, and whenever I face him, I got to.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis, Teague out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Nwora, the pass to Teague. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Cousins. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Kennard. Not a lot of room. Misses the layup. Bucks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And stolen by Cousins. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverley. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. Here's Holiday. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Kennard for 3. Traps in the tray. Kennard's got 5.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And the pass to Forbes. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Passes to Portis. 4 on the clock. Nice D from Cousins.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Batum finds Rondo. Poked away, and the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubats has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Holiday. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Releases from 15, and it's Leonard missing.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Middleton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Middleton doing a good job of being creative and finishing a difficult look.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. DiVincenzo against Leonard from 13, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Leonard looking around. Shoots over DiVincenzo. That one wide left. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the...
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 9. And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Batum dishes to Cousins. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverley, the pass to Batum. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Batum's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Clippers. Now here's Teague. Inside. Here's Giannis. Yep, that one goes. 10 points for Giannis.
It's like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Bucks trail by 6. Here's Giannis. Batum grabs the miss.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Cousins, the pass to Mann. Kennard with the ball. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for T. The shot by George, wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Middleton on the wing. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Bucks trail by 11. And that one is stuffed right through.
The D had no chance, and Chris Middleton on the rise.
George dishes to Leonard. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson in the corner. Misses the three.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And Portis throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Leonard. The rebound by the Bucks. 51 seconds left in the third.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Zubac. He kicks it to George. Left side, Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Unable to get that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Up top, Leonard. He's got 9. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 11 points.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. Zubac, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Outside Teague. And to Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Batum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Pass to Mann. He feeds it to Batum, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Cousins, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Clippers with the ball. Here's Beverly. Outside Batum. Rebound, Milwaukee. And here is DiVincenzo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Beverly the pass to Batum. And he banks in the layup.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Teague with the ball. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Beverly the pass to Cousins. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
Los Angeles leading by 4. George passes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And he makes good on the layup.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
George against Howard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Holiday the pass to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Started now by Morris. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Bucks trail by 4. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Now, here's George. The dish to Jackson. Back to George. Over Holiday. It's in!
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. From deep. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Jackson. The pass to George. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot.